Good morning, children. Today we are going to discuss about two stories about flying. We have already done part 1, his first flight. Today we are going to discuss part 2, that is Black Aeroplane, written by Frederick Forsyth. Before you read, there are certain points that we should have in our mind. This is a story about a pilot who is lost in a storm clouds. There is a question: does he arrive safe? And who helps him? Let us start this lesson. The Black Aeroplane. The moon was coming up in the east. Behind me, the stars were shining in the clear sky above me. There was not a cloud in the sky. I was happy to be alone high up above the sleeping countryside. I was flying my old Dakota aeroplane. Dakota is an old type of an aeroplane over France back to England. I was dreaming of my holiday and looking forward to being with my family. I looked at my watch. 1:30 in the morning. It means it, it was 1:30 a.m. in the night. The writer Frederick Forsyth is telling about himself. He tells again, I should call Paris Control soon. I thought as I looked down past the nose of the aeroplane. I saw the lights of a big city in front of me. I switched on the radio and said, Paris Control, Dakota DS 088 here. This is the number of the aeroplane. Can you hear me? I am on my way to England. Over. The voice from the radio answered me immediately. DS 088. I can hear you. You ought to turn 12 degrees west now. DS 088. Over. I checked the map and the compass, switched over to my second and last fuel tank, and turned the Dakota 12-degree west towards England. I will be in time for breakfast, I thought. A good big English breakfast. Everything was going well. It was an easy flight. Paris was about 150 kilometers behind me. When I saw the clouds, storm clouds, they were huge. They looked like black mountains standing in front of me across the sky. I knew I could not fly up and over them, and I did not have enough fuel to fly around them to the north or south. I ought to go back to Paris, I thought, but I wanted to get home. I wanted that breakfast. I will take the risk, I thought, and flew that old Dakota straight into the storm. Inside the clouds, everything was suddenly black. It was impossible to see anything outside the aeroplane. The old aeroplane jumped and twisted. Twisted means moved sideways. In the air, I looked at the compass. I could not believe my eyes. The compass was turning round and round and round. It was dead. Means compass was not working. It would not work. The other instruments were suddenly dead too. I tried the radio. Paris control, Paris control. Can you hear me? There was no answer. The radio was dead too. I had no radio, no compass, and I could not see where I was. I was lost in the storm. Then, in the black clouds, quite near me, I saw another aeroplane. It had no lights on its wings, but I could see it flying next to me through the storm. I could see the pilot's face turned towards me. I was very glad to see another person. He lifted one hand and waved. Follow me, he was saying. Follow me. He knows that I am lost, I thought. He is trying to help me. He turned his aeroplane slowly to the north in front of my Dakota so that it would be easier for me to follow him. I was very happy to go behind the strange aeroplane like an obedient child. After half an hour, the strange black aeroplane was still there in front of me in the clouds. Now, there was only enough fuel in the old Dakota's last tank to fly for 5 or 10 minutes more. I was starting to feel frightened again. Sorry. I was starting to feel frightened again. But then he started to go down and I followed through the storm. Suddenly I came out of the clouds and saw two long straight lines of lights in front of me. It was a runway, an airport. I was safe. I turned to look for my friend in the black aeroplane, but the sky was empty. There was nothing there. The black aeroplane was gone. I could not see it anywhere. I landed and was not sorry to walk away from the old Dakota near the control tower. I went and asked a woman in the control center where I was and who the other pilot was. I wanted to say thank you. She looked at me very strangely and then laughed. Another aeroplane up there in this storm. No other aeroplane were flying tonight. Yours was the only one I could see on the radar. So we helped me. So who helped me to arrive there safely without a compass or a radio and without any more fuel in my tanks? Who was the pilot on the strange black aeroplane flying in the storm without lights? Dear children, this lesson is very easy to understand for you. The black aeroplane is about a pilot who is flying an old Dakota aeroplane and is happy and to be able to be home with his family in time for breakfast. He is flying from Paris to London, but suddenly he sees some huge black storm clouds that look like black mountains in front of him. He does not have enough fuel to go around the clouds. He takes the risk and flies right into it. Suddenly, it is pitch dark and impossible to see anything. The instruments stop working and he has lost contact with Paris control. Very soon he sees another black aeroplane near him and the pilot motions for him to follow and leads the way. Soon he comes out of the clouds and sees two long straight lines of lights in front of him, and that was a runway. He looks back to thank his friend but cannot see the other plane anywhere. After landing, he asked the lady at the control room about the other plane, but she is surprised and says that there was no other plane in the skies that night, and his was the only plane flying in the storm. The pilot is puzzled. Who could it have been? He wonders. So, dear children, listen this lesson and read this lesson again and again so that you may understand this lesson easily. Thank you.